Big shout out, big shout out, big shout out, big shout out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm the host of the most, the team to the tango, the gene to the Django. Jrod on point, the most anticipated, the most humble, and the most ready to be here in this wonderful, amazing morning. Sorry for the delay. My apologies. Sorry for the delay. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Do not kill the messenger. All right. How the ladies are doing today. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Sister Amy Conway. I'm gonna get to the chat in a second. I will definitely get to the chat. Chat, 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 chat. Piggity, pop, beep, pop, piggity, pop. Familia, you know I'm on my radio shit. I'm on my podcast vibe. We're gonna talk about it. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald. Big shout out to Open Mind Perspective. She was in vacation. She was in vacation. You know, she was handling business around the world and she just came back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Big shout out to me Conway with the sound check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. And let's please give a round of applause to Heather Fitzgerald in the chat. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald in the chat with that wrench to hit chat with it upside the head. A round of applause to Heather Fitzgerald, Amy Conway, Open My Perspective, making a big bang comeback. Big shout out to y'all. We had to open up. We had to open up in a very particular way. You know, I had to send a message because you know sometimes people forget. You see, and when people forget, we have to remind them. You see, I'm not gonna enter in too much details because tonight we are talking about the Idaho Fall Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof, 8 hours of contradiction and made up lies? Question mark. Big shout out to the ladies in the chat. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be about it. It's gonna be an amazing conversation. I have some content that we're gonna share. That we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be listening to a little bit of Steve Goncalves in a little second. As soon as we start the show, we're gonna start with some acknowledgments. We're gonna start with some acknowledgments. All right, because they hit different. I just had to send a message with that intro. You know what I'm saying? I always put an intro somehow. We always let the intro run because you know I like people to pop up. I like people to pop up. You know, I give people opportunity. Listen, I give people like 45 up to an hour. I'm just I'm just playing shit and getting paid for it. I don't know who you talking to. I'm just playing shit, waiting until everyone pours in into the chat and getting paid for it. What are you talking about? Like people be like, I don't get it. Why you don't start quick? As soon as you turn on the camera, why you don't start talking and get this show on the road, J Rod? What your problem is? Well, my problem is you. Shut the fuck up. That's my problem. You shut the fuck up. Let me run my show because I run the show. All right. Let me be me, you be you. If I don't run on your time, I cannot be apologetic. I listen, if I can me as a grown adult, if I cannot run on your time, you're gonna have to excuse yourself. Because I'm not gonna excuse myself. Listen, it is what it is. Bottom line, I run shit. Leave me the fuck alone. If you don't like what you hear, what you see, what you got here in this channel, listen. Listen. Just leave me the fuck alone. Let me breathe. I can't breathe. Let me breathe. Leave me the fuck alone. Go and bother someone else and let me just play my part in this true crime community. Let me play my part. Let me do what I do. Big shout out to all those 2,300 subscribers that let me do what I do. Big shout out to those members. Big shout out to all the moderators. Big shout out to all the subscribers. Where y'all at? How you doing? How you doing? Keep it moving. And we're gonna talk about it. How the ladies are doing today in the chat. I heard Amy Conway, and Cindy. Cindy not feeling well. Big shout out to Cindy. Cindy was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Cindy was here earlier. Big shout out to Cindy. If she's still listening. She uh don't feel well, couple of things going on or whatever. Big shout out to Cindy. We're praying for y'all. Same Amy Conway, not feeling well. Raining a lot in Costa Rica. The colon flu has arrived. But big shout out to everyone all over the world that are listening to On Point True Crime. I'm the host of the most, the team to the tango, Gene to the Django, Jrod on point. Very happy to be here, ladies. We're gonna be talking about the Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof. Goncalves family media spoof, ladies. And it's looking shaky, baby. For those ladies that have keep up with the homework, all right, because over here in this channel we got the most smartest males and females all over true crime. We do have those sleuth. We got them here, top of the line thinkers, professionals in the true crime niche. Big shout out to all those content creators in the chat as Open Mind Perspective and Heather Fitzgerald. Big shout outs to those great content creators putting the good work, putting the good word, and making sure that common sense shines in this community. Because I don't know if y'all have realized, but within the topic of the Goncalves family media spoof, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. But does it sound that the Goncalves family live in a bubble of alter reality? I explain. Let me know if you got it in the chat. But it seems like since the very beginning of this case, the Goncalves family are living in a la la land in what we call bubbleheads. Big shout out to Joanne. Hold on, I got to do it right. Utah in the building. Utah in the building. It hit different when Utah is in the building. Joanne. Joanne from Utah. Big shout out, and it hit different when the members popping up. When a good sister popping up in the chat was good. Was good, Cheeto. You know how we do it over here. You know what I'm saying? Put a little smile on the face, little cup of coffee, talk a little good true crime. You know what we do over here? Over here we get the vibes. Over here, it hit different. Over here, the ladies and the guys, males and females that pop up in this chat. Due to that, you have to wait 24 hours to be in this chat. We know for sure that whoever is in this chat is because really want to be here, spending time with a very good community of not just content creators, but also great members of the true crime community that like to share their thoughts and be fair. Big shout out to all of you in the chat. Give yourself a round of applause to W's in the chat. Big shout out to all the ladies in the chat. Give yourself a round of applause because you're very special in this channel. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Joanne. Big shout out to Cindy. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald. Big shout out to Open Mind Perspective. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. And we are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. I want to know. I want you to start shit in the chat. Yeah. I want you to start shit. What I mean with that is, you know me better than a lot of people here in true crime, right? So I want the ladies in the chat. I want the ladies in the chat to hit me up. Hit me up with those questions or those topics. Hit me up with those questions. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hit me up with those questions or those topics that you hear, that you see lingering out there, and that you would like to hear my opinion. You would like to hear how I feel about it. We're gonna do that today. We're gonna do that today. I give you that for food for thought. So like that, I want you to start shit in the chat. Get proactive. You know me, talk about whatever is out there right now. Because we will talk about it here. Today's topic is the Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof. First topic on the table, ladies, talk to me. Ladies, talk to me in the chat. First topic on the table. Let's eat. Goncalves family media spoof. Can we agree? And I already seen some yes in the chat. Already seen some yes in the chat, and I'm gonna get to the chat right now. You know me. I'm gonna get to the chat. Big shout out to Cindy Abbott. She was here early. Big shout out to Cindy. If you still here listening, big shout outs to you. Big shout out to Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. Very so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for passing by and spending time with us here on Point True Crime. Big shout out and it hit different. Big shout out to Cindy Abbott. Thank you so much. Very appreciate it. I see y'all ladies in the chat. How y'all doing? We're going to talk about it. You see, the Goncalves family seems like they are in a bubble of altered reality. Are they living in a la la land that is only for them? Talk to me in the chat. I need you to start shit tonight in the chat. Because today's topic, it hit different. This is the topic that we need to talk about. All these other nonsense out there, we could highlight that. We could highlight that. We could highlight it. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat. But does the Goncalves family, since the very beginning of the entertainment of this case to the world, does it seem that they trying to push to the people that are listening about this case? Do you feel like I feel? Because this is how I feel. Do you feel that they trying to push a false reality? They're trying to push an alter reality that for people like me and you, that we base our life in pure common sense, and you have to feel it. You have to feel it. When people talk to you, when you listen to people, when you are listening to someone, you could tell when someone is bullshitting you from the top. You could tell when someone is pulling your tail. Listen, I don't know how old are you. Talk to me in the chat, ladies. I don't know how old are you, but I know that I'm old enough to not let another grown adult trying to make me think something that it don't matter how much you want to push it down the people's throat. Is no way to digest that shit. Bars. Is no way to motherfucking digest certain things that it comes out of their mouth. Listen, we want to give the parents of victims, of all victims, the benefit of the doubt up to a point. Again, we are grown adults. We are not children here. And by the way, for those that don't know, and for those that I guess is not on their reality, by the time you reach college, you're already a grown adult. By the time you hit college, you already know right from wrong. By the time you hit college, you have enough maliciousness. You have enough experience. I don't want people to forget that people start experiencing life in middle school. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that people don't start experiencing things in life on the most serious right or wrong of things is by the time you hit middle school. By the time you're ready in high school, whoever is going to be a demon is going to be a demon. Whoever is going to be good is going to be good. So who the fuck you talking to when you try to make it seem and look like grown adults in college are motherfucking babies? Who the fuck you talking to, Steve Goncalves? Who the fuck you think you talking to? When we know the stories that y'all giving, let me clear my throat to be very precise. All these excuses that y'all try to give to the students of the University of Idaho, the Vandals, the excuses that you want to give to Dylan Martinson, Bethany Funk, Jack Decor, John Jack Showalter, and every single other grown adult around you children that you know in the back of your head and have more to do, that you know very well in the back of your head, Steve Goncalves, and I'm talking to you because I know you're listening. What make you think? What make you think that you trying to push all these excuses and all this cap out to the students of the University of Idaho? It makes you look stupid. And a grown man like me has to tell you, Steve Goncalves, a grown ass man like me has to tell you, man to man, you look stupid. You look dumb. You look not smart. You look and sound complicit. You look and sound weak. It sounds and it seems that your woman, your wife, has depends in a relationship. She runs shit. It's not you, Stevie Wonder. That's your new name. Now instead of Steve Goncalves, you are Stevie Wonder because you're still wondering if we fucking believe what the fuck you're saying at your motherfucking mouth. And it's tiring. Tiring when a grown adult is trying to push and news media outlets a whole bunch of poop. They not even themselves believe that shit because they catch themselves contradicting themselves all the fucking time. So who the fuck you think you talking to and who the fuck you think you lying to? Y'all must think that we are pets. You stupid motherfucker. You might as well think that we are motherfucking pets. You know that I take as a sign of disrespect when someone is trying to play my intelligence. You know when someone and while I talk, I could snipe too. I'm fast as fuck. HH4, go and suck a dick. Bitch, you block. You wasted 24 hours and you wasted a subscription to come and get blocked, you dumbass. Enjoy your fucking day. Good luck with that dick in your mouth. Stupid motherfucker. You stupid as fuck. This motherfucker subscribe. I don't know for how long. Waited 24 motherfucking hours. And I'm a grifter. I'm a grifter. I'm a grifter. When you grift your way to subscribe, wait 24 hours for you to grift about me grifting. Stupid fuck. Ain't that stupid? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Because it seemed that whoever that was subscribed, waited 24 hours to say something stupid and get blocked. What is stupid? Is you serious? So going back to Stevie Wonder, because he's still wondering if we believe the stupid shit that comes out of his mouth. It's sad to say that out here at this day to day 2025, we have parents of a victim. They got murdered, slaughtered, with no compassion. And none give a fuck about their life. Not just to their daughter, but to her friends. They didn't have no motherfucking mercy on your daughter, Steve Goncalves. Is you fucking serious? You out here talking about Bryan Kohberger when you know in the back of the head, when you fuck the back of the head, you know who the fuck did it, and he's not Bryan Kohberger. You know that. I know that you know that. Call my bluff. I swear to God, on my kids, call my bluff. That I could prove that you know who killed your daughter and his friends. Call my bluff, and I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps when I'm saying this. Call my fucking bluff, Steve. And I know you're listening. You confirm that you're listening to what I'm saying. You confirm every single time you go out there, you don't talk about no one but me. And you know that. Every time you talk, you're talking about me. You're not talking about no one else. Ain't no one else lighting you bitch ass like I am. Ain't no one here daring you to do something about it. You and your lawyer, I dare you to do anything about it. Call my fucking bluff, Steve. Call my fucking bluff that I could prove. I could prove that you know who killed your daughter. Call my motherfucking bluff. Every single time you you out there in the news media outlets, thank you. Thank you. Every time you talk about those content creators saying this and saying that on behalf of Bryan Kohberger, this and that, and going hard on you. Guess what? The only content creator doing that in the whole YouTube is me, no one else. If you browse around YouTube, true crime niche, you don't find not one motherfucker, not one bitch talking to the Goncalves and the way I'm talking to them. I'm trying to tell you the same thing that I've been telling you since 2022. With the Goncalves family, share that information that they try to share to the world. Do they really think that we believe in a thing that they talking about? All that Goncalves army is nothing but their family members and people that knows them, people that knows people that knows people that knows people that knows them. That's all what the fuck it is. The people from the same Greek community, their own fucking cult. That's the people that giving donations. That's the people that hold them down. That's the people that watch over them and send them gifts and shit. Send them money and shit. It's the same Greek community. Ain't no one the fuck else believe in the fucking thing. Not a regular Joe, not a regular Jane. That actually is real, down to earth. Not a real person that knows common sense and that has a good heart will not believe a fucking thing that this couple are trying to tell the world about their daughter's death. Just tell me one thing, Steve Goncalves. If prosecution had to fabricate, if prosecution had to fabricate lies, fabricate not even evidence, because there's no evidence could get fabricated, they not that good. Big shout out to Kiely. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Listen, something that people need to understand. When you have a murder, when you have not murdered no one, is no fucking way, is no way, no how that the government could fabricate evidence to stick you that crime. It don't matter how hard they try, and in the only way they will win is if they have the courthouse working with them. In the same way, it seems Judge Hitler is working to enforce the lies of the prosecution. The lies and the bullshit. Because the prosecution do not have evidence at all. The only thing they have is ad hominems, theories, and a motherfucking imagination. That's what the fuck they have. Everything else is people that are being complicit, and these people that are actually working with the same cause and purpose that they're working with, which is hide the killers. What you mean hiding the killers, Jrod? Well, if 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 Bryan Kohberger did not kill these young four adults, who the fuck you think he did it? Cartels, drug deal going wrong, Aryan Nation, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. If that's what y'all think, I'm wondering what's the reason why people cannot understand that the killers are right in front of them in plain fucking sight. What I'm wondering is how the fuck people cannot see who the fuck are the killers. Way before even Bryan Kohberger came to the conversation. If people that have followed this case, did not got to conclusions with what was shared and what was available to get investigated, because it was there to be listened to. It was there to read it before the gag order. If by the time they started talking about white Helantra, you didn't have your conclusions already, or who could be the killers, I don't know what you was doing. I don't know what case you was paying attention to. Because by the time Bryan Kohberger got arrested, I was flipping the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? For the past 2 years and a half, I'd be like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You fucking duddos? That's how smart you are? And then this is the people that swear to God that is way smarter than me and you. It's the same motherfuckers that swear to God they are smarter than me and you. And we're talking about the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof. What was Steve Goncalves thinking when he decided to share details, forensic details, that were not shared by the court, and these details that are way behind the gag order wall? What the fuck Steve Goncalves was thinking? Do he think that's not gonna get to court? Do he think that that's not another motion that Ann Taylor's gonna put up? Even though it gets denied. Guess what? It seems like she don't give a fuck. It seems that she's making a record so big that by the time it hit appeal, pen and penny's gonna come off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She's getting ready for an appeal. Guess what? I bet you she's trying to fight this case to win. To dismiss and win. But in case doesn't work because the claws of Satan are too indent in this case, and they found Bryan Kohberger guilty, the appeal will be 100% to 100% successful. That's my honest take about that. Taylor not playing no fucking games. I already peep game. I already peep game about Ann Taylor. Ann Taylor is making the bed. Listen, Ann Taylor is making the prosecution and the court bed. Ann Taylor is putting the prosecution and Hitler to sleep. Their ego, in the same way Bill Thompson, because his ego fucked up his own case already. There is no way that he can fix this case, and they just jumping over hoops to try to make themselves look good because they can. He already said that Bryan Kohberger did not stalk the victims. No stalking, no civilian, no nothing. They can't even prove. They can't even prove nothing about he being around the house 4 months before the killing and none of that shit. If you don't have the AT&T cell phone data that they requested long time ago, if you didn't have those records, you wouldn't be able to do the cast. You stupid motherfucker. Because in the only way that you could create a cast that is accurate is with that information, the cell phone timing information. That's how you that's right there, huh? That's what is missing. That you say you didn't have it, but you do, because you did a cast, right? How the fuck you gonna do a cast against someone that it could lose their life just to build a fucking case? Just to say out the mouth that you did the work right, but you don't have no way to prove that you did your work right. Because you created a cast and then deleted how you got to your conclusions. So how the fuck the defense team is gonna recreate what you did to make sure that you did that shit right? Is anyone paying attention to this case? Because it seems like people have selective hearing. That's what it seems to me. It seems like people have selective hearing. They only hear what's convenient for their narrative. Everything else they dismiss. I'll get to the chat. You know me. Get into the zone. We're talking about the Idaho for Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof. We're talking about the Goncalves family media spoof. All these narrative, all these narrative, all these contradictions, to the point that Steve Goncalves go and say one narrative and then his wife go and say something else. They not even coordinated in the same fucking lie. And y'all want us to sit here as grown adults and nod our head and be like, yeah, we believe whatever the fuck you say? Fuck no. Is you stupid? Is you dumb? Because you had to be to even think that you are such a good liar for you to say everything that you say you know, for you to say like, oh yeah, this is the guy, don't make me share what I know. Guess what, Steve Goncalves? If you're gonna share anything that you know, you better start with who's the killer of your daughter. You better start there. Stop playing the fuck around. Let's start there. Call my bluff. Call my bluff, Steve. That by the time you heard what happened to your daughter, by the time you knew that something happened to your daughter and that it was bad. As a matter of fact, Steve Goncalves, you knew in the back of your head, as soon as you heard that your daughter was dead, you already knew who the fuck was the killer. You stupid son of a bitch. And you're gonna see here, go to the news media outlets and shit, try to lie to the world just to fucked up a jury pool, cause that's all what you're doing. You're not doing and not a fucking thing. You're doing a disservice to your daughter, Steve Goncalves. You and your family are doing a disservice to your daughter Kiely. What kind of motherfucking justice you looking for your daughter when everything the fuck you say and the prosecution say don't make no sense? And not cause I'm slow, not cause I'm dumb. Motherfuckers, y'all don't make no fucking sense because I'm very motherfucking smart to be 48 years old, still alive, coming from where I come from, live the life that I live, that y'all motherfuckers have never gotten close to live. I've been in the belly of the beast, you stupid motherfucker. You're not gonna lie to me. I'm him. I am him. I am that guy. I am the guy. What are you talking about? I don't have to go nowhere to know everything I need to know. I am him. I am that guy that everyone flood the motherfucking emails, phone calls. Yeah, I'm that guy. When I'm on the case, listen, I got plenty of people to work with me. Plenty, 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 plenty. All right. So what make you think that if I have the balls to talk to Moscow PD 2 weeks into the case and not give him the whole fucking case, I resolved the motherfucking case in 2 weeks? You stupid motherfuckers. You Moscow PD piece of shit. I talk to you for 35, 45 minutes and I give you the motherfucking killers and I give you the timeline. I give you everything you needed, that you only needed to just do a simple, easy, bottom line, basic investigation for you to get to confirm everything that I fucking told you. You stupid son of a bitch. I did resolve the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case way before Bryan Kohberger was even mentioned. And that's the part that it made me sick to the motherfucking stomach every fucking day for the past 2 years and a half. That I did resolve this fucking crime, give it to motherfucking Moscow PD on the motherfucking platter, and these motherfuckers ignore what I already knew they were about to ignore. Because by the time I talked to them, I purposely talked to them just to let them know, hey, you cleared these people a few days ago, actually yesterday, the day before. That's the killers. And I just wanted you to know that I know for you to look stupid one day. Because it's gonna happen. I don't know what makes them think that they are so fucking powerful. I do not understand how the fuck they think that they are so motherfucking mighty powerful, not just mentally, but physically. What make you think that your psyche, your consciousness is in higher level than mine? What make you think that, dog? For you to even say anything that is not truth at your mouth when it has to do about killing pain of someone that you allegedly love the most. So what you try to tell me that you know about love more than me? Who the fuck you talking to? So you gonna tell me that everyone love different their children? Oh, not every parent mows the same. Not every parent. But guess what? I have seen, I have witnessed in 48 years all that I am, years and years and years and years of me witnessing parents losing their children, and I knew how the fuck each one of those parents reacted when they knew their children were dead. I witnessed how the parents reacted through the whole investigation, through the whole court case, pre, post, and after. I have witnessed hundreds, hundreds of parents that lost their children. And I know how a parent react for real, for real. And the decisions that they make are sharp. The parents that are really, really hurt and they're really, really in pain because they lost a child, they don't motherfucking play around with their child. They don't play around about their child. If the government come with some bullshit, oh no, stop that shit right now. Hold on right there. That shit don't make no fucking sense. Who the fuck you try to talk to? From where the fuck you get this information? I want to know. That's my daughter. And if you're going to bring this case to court, you need to tell me something because I'm supposed to be clear already. So if I'm clear already, you better talk to me. You must mandatory talk to me. You already clear me, right? You must and you better talk to me because if not, I'm going to do the job my motherfucking self. And you don't want me to be that guy. You don't want me to be that guy. You don't want me to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? What make them think? What make them think that they open their mouth and anyone believe because their little group of fake supporters? Because believe me, these people don't give a fuck about what they're going through. They give a fuck more about the University of Idaho. And they know that. They know the only reason why they got support is the support of the University of Idaho people to make it look like it's people giving them any support. Listen, any real person that he have common sense, that he has a brain between ears, they listen to anything the prosecution and the parents, and I'm talking about the Goncalves. You listen to all the motherfucking things that they say out of their mouth, and you know for a fact that is something weird there. In the way they speak, their tone, the mannerism. I could tell when someone is lying. My question is, why the fuck? Why the fuck you lying? Because when someone loves their child, they'll do anything to make sure that whoever gets arrested is the right person. Because guess what? We are not going to play this game. Oh, everybody grieve different. Y'all even sound stupid even thinking that shit. Y'all sound stupid as fuck thinking that shit. Thinking that oh, every parent mows different. Every parent suffer different about their child and this and that. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I know, and what I know is that I have witnessed plenty enough parents of victims to know by experience that the Goncalves family are not telling the truth to the people. They know more than what they say, but what they know, it doesn't have nothing to do with Bryan Kohberger. It doesn't have nothing to do with a Bryan Kohberger case. If they ever speak about what they know, they need to start speaking about pointing out the real killers of his daughter and her friends. They need to start speaking about the real killers inside the house, having no mercy, roommates that it seems that they didn't have no mercy, roommates that along as was not them, the ones under the knife, the ones under the machete, they didn't give a fuck. Hey, Steve Goncalves, so much that you care about Dylan, huh? When Dylan lured your daughter to get killed. When Dylan Mortensen assisted the killers and set up your daughter to get murdered with her friends. Because if she die, they die. Because if she die, they will snitch. That's for a fact. That's for a fact. For those people that keep wondering why Ethan and Santa gotta die. Because from the people inside the house, the only three people they would have snitched about Kiely dying, it was Maddie, Ethan, and Santa. Bethany, Dylan, and anyone else did not give a fuck about them. Capiche? Capiche? If Kiely die, they die. Because they part of the secret, part of the fuckery. Listen, Maddie knew, Santa knew, Ethan knew. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Maddie, Ethan, and Santa knew if Kiely died, this is the reason why. This is why they die. They were collateral damage. That's it. It's nothing else out of that. And these are my conclusions out of my own investigation. I understand a lot of people believe you, yeah. I spoke with Kara. And Kara was very honest when she said, Jrod, if I would have felt that Santa was in danger, or Santa would have told me anything that after the fight at the frat house, If Sana, if anything was wrong and she didn't feel safe, she would have said something when she called her mom. And Kara told me by the time she hung up with Sana, it was just a typical, regular mom and daughter call. Quick update of the night. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. For Kara, she didn't have no impression about the frat house fight. She didn't have no impression out of that. And to let y'all know, Kara do not believe that those frat boys from Sigma Chi, they might know something, but they did not kill. They did not kill Ethan, Sana, none of them. Run fraternity. Now, if you tell me the Kappa Sigma, hey, Scott Green. Now, if you tell me the Kappa Sigma, then now we need to talk about Jack Decor. Now we got to talk about Jack Decor's friend's alibi that he doesn't stand in court. Then we need to talk about, Dylan Mortensen changing her alibi from being in the first floor, not hearing, not seeing nothing, to be spotted now in the second floor, hearing and seeing things. That's a change of alibi for those that are stupid enough to now understand that. That's a change of alibi that happens right after they all got clear. Right after they all got clear, then okay, I'm clear. All right, cool. So then now we could use Dylan, because Dylan now doesn't look suspicious because we told the world that we cleared Dylan, even though she changed her alibi once. She don't want to cooperate. And at the end of the day, she could not identify Bryan Kohberger. You give Dylan a pass, right? You give Dylan a pass to use Dylan when you know that Dylan was supposed to be on handcuffs. That's a problem. Dylan was supposed to go out in handcuffs. Bethany, go out in handcuffs. Hunter, whoever the fuck was inside the house, it needed to go in handcuffs. Separated and be put on handcuffs. Then now we gotta talk. Oh yeah, you like how your new bracelets feel? Huh? Believe me, they would have sung like a bird. If Moscow PD would have done their job, they would have catch the killers next day. Facts. Next day. Even though if you ask me, they knew right away about everything. They knew all the killers. They knew they were already there when the 911 call was made. They already had the narrative to say the cops were in the location way before the 911 call. Way before the 911 call, the cops were already there. They're not going to tell you that, of course. Do you think that if all these college boys and college girls knew about what happened inside the house way before early morning, You don't think that Scott Green and everyone else was already like inside the house? That why you think? Why you think? Why you think that it was cleaning? They cleaned the floor of the house. Why you think that they clean the floor of the house to try to hide footprints? Because they wouldn't know all the people that was inside the house. That's it. By the footsteps. Remember, it was listen. It was blood everywhere. What are you talking about? It's a pool of blood. It's a pool of blood inside of those rooms, but then there's no blood. No blood outside. Ain't no blood outside the room, huh? You pass the black light. You pass the black light. You pass the black light. Then now you got a shoe print. Hey, you miss a footprint. You miss a footprint, Prigin. You miss a footprint. That's the proof of cleaning. For those that are slow in the back. For those that are slow in the back, that's the proof they clean the floor. They would have seen how many footsteps. They would have seen the different type of size, the different type of foot. Listen, it was a crowd of people in there, man. Stop playing shit. They took pictures and videos. I bet you anything there is still pictures and videos out there of the victims after they were already slaughtered. I bet you someone somewhere have pictures and videos of what happened that night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Heather. And big shout out to Open Mind Perspective. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get lowered. You're gonna get lowered. You're gonna get lowered. Big shout out to Gretchen. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Welcome back. You're gonna have a Dylan Morrison inviting Kiely as a plus one to a party that they never went to. Dylan Morrison invited Kiely and set her up to get her killed. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna know that Dylan lured Kiely to go back to the house. You get the knowledge and the information. The knowledge and the information that even though she lured Kiely to go to the house, they never hung out together. They didn't went nowhere. She probably give her an excuse. And of course, Maddie not gonna let her hanging. It don't matter what Maddie had going on that day. She would quit everything she got going on that day just to hang out with Kiely. Yeah, Amy. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Yeah, I feel that I feel the same way, Amy. I feel the same way. I feel that somehow, some reason, Dylan did that knowing that he was crazy enough. I don't know if she knew that their plans were to kill, but she knew for a fact that at least she would have got her hands put on that night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did that all the time for what's the word? For what's the word? Maddie used to cancel with Jake all the time for Kiely, and Kiely used to cancel with Jack all the time for Maddie. They both had toxic relationships. They might look all in love in the pictures. They might look all in love in the pictures, but was the word in the streets is that they both had toxic relationships because the boys were tired of what the girls got going on, whatever that was. I'm gonna leave it at that. Have you ever heard boyfriends being jealous of their girlfriends, aka wifeys? Tell me y'all never heard that. Tell me y'all have never heard boyfriends being jealous of their girlfriends, and that what they could be doing on their private time. I told you this Idaho 4 is nothing but a domestic violence going slaughter. That's it. All right, guys, take a little second. Take a quick second bathroom break. Let's take a bathroom break. I'm gonna leave you with music. Let's take a bathroom break. We're coming right back.
Come over here and let me know your name, boy. Your sexy smile got me checking for your seal. You caught my eyes and I'm seeing if you're single. Do you wanna get to know me?
And it goes together hand in hand. Today's topic. See, he different. We talking about the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof. That's the first topic that we're talking about right now. Big shout out to all the ladies in the chat. We are here. We are here. Big shout out to all the ladies. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald, Amy, Open Mind Perspective, Gretchen, Cindy, Joanne. Big shout out to all of y'all in the chat. Thank you for being here. Very, very, very appreciate it. And it goes hand in hand. The Goncalves family media spoof and the 8 hours contradictions and made up lies. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. So you know what though? We're gonna change the pace. We're gonna change the pace. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention real quick to have a conversation about. Let's have a conversation about what Steve Goncalves was talking about with Mrs. Banfield. This is part of the first topic, Goncalves family media spoof. Let's listen to the latest. Let's listen to the latest of Ashley Banfield and Steve Goncalves. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it while we get to the chat and make sure that everyone gets taken care of in the chat. Big shout out to everyone watching. It's Jrod on point. Let's listen to Ashley Banfield and Steve Goncalves.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Drop Dead Serious. I'm Ashley Banfield, and I've got a bonus episode for you today. It's very special. A lot of breaking news that I've just discovered about the Idaho student murders. We've kind of been living under a rock, honestly, for
No, Ashley, with all due respect, my lady. No, you want to make it sound like Mrs. Hey, Mrs. Ashley. Hey, Mrs. Banfield. You the one that make it look like that, making yourself ignorant to certain details because the gag order. No, you making yourself ignorant because even though it's information out there that put in question the prosecution's narrative and the Goncalves narrative, y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about anything that is positive for the prosecution. Even though everything looks bad in court, even though everything else look bad in court because it's being crafted and made to be like that due to the diligence of Hitler, Stephen Hitler. Is hand washing this case. He's hand washing this case. He's not even capable. He's not even able. He don't even have experience to even have critical thought or even being a truth finder within this case. He can't even oversee. He cannot even oversee or referee a trial that he don't have no experience on. how a person that don't have no type of experience in something is gonna be any good to it. Is it me? Ladies, is it me? But Banfield is making it sound like they idiots and there is not enough information out there to take a positive conclusion about this case. Everything has to be negative. Everything.
2.5 years because of the gag order. This one's been pretty broad, and much of what happened in Idaho is unknown to us. But slowly, these documents are dropping, and we're learning really kind of alarming details about what happened at 1122 King Road. And I've just had a very long interview with Steve Gonzalves, Kiely Gonzalves' dad, and he has told me some things I never heard before. For instance, he's just told me that his daughter was beaten very badly by this killer.
A targeted, passionate crime. Don't forget those words. Don't forget those words. A targeted, because it was met for them, not for no one else. Death was met for them, not no one else in the house. Targeted equals and means that the killers came for 4 people, not 6. Equals as the cops know who's the killers. No one besides an ex-boyfriend or boyfriend of a toxic relationship with psychopath tendencies, with non-prescribed mental health issues, to not make the boy look stupid in front of his friends. You know, rich people do that all the time. They could have a crazy ass son, but they don't want that son to look any different in front of the other kids. And they hide his flaws. And they hide their son flaws, that he's a fucking psychopath, that he don't have no good intentions at all. Who the fuck else besides Jack, Jake, and their friends? No one besides Jack and Jake could have done this shit. And ain't no one that has as much love and as much hate than them. Ain't no one else. Listen, and ain't no one else besides Jack Decor and friends. Do you understand me? You not just went up there because we already heard the recording. Kiely was screaming out your name, Jack, when you threw the first blows with the machete. Kiely yelled out your name, and that's why at this day today, it makes me sick when people say that Dylan and Bethany did not hear or see nothing pro killing, like something They could say like, damn, yeah, I heard on the third floor thumpings and screamings, and it seems the voice of Kiely screaming the name Jack. This is information that is being out there since the crime happened. Do you know how much people from the University of Idaho? You know how many students literally told Moscow PD about who are the real killers, and Moscow PD ignore it in the same way they ignore what I said? But here we have Banfield talking about being under a rock and letting the whole world know what we knew in 2022. That no one could have hurt Kiely. No one could have hurt Kiely. No one could have hurt Kiely besides Jack Decor. No one loved and hate. No one loved or hated that girl more than Jack Decor. Listen, I knew a lot of details. I knew a lot of forensic details from the very beginning. Don't ask me why or how. But I knew forensic details very early in this case. It was so easy for me to resolve this case. It was easy. It was like the easiest case ever. Listen, if I thought that the Kiely Rodni case was easy and self explanatory, the Idaho folk came easier and easier and easier as time went by. The problem here is the authorities didn't want to do nothing about it because the students of the University of Idaho are involved in this crime. With that investigation, it could have exposed the inner intricacies of their culture. Their dirty little secrets would have got exposed. And the school would have got embarrassed of having not just victims as students, but also perpetrators as students. That's equal and means that their system, their Greek life system, and their University of Idaho University, we all, the vandals included, are a disaster and a terrible failure for the education system, for the Department of Education here in the United States of America. Their program, their community failed because ain't no one safe within the vandals. Anyone could get it, and it's gonna be covered by the cops. How you like that? Our second topic. Our second topic. Our second topic. 8 hours of contradictions and made up lies. Make sure you stay tuned. We are about to talk about that in a little bit. Let's get focused.
Struck in the head, in the face multiple times. Her nose was broken. And the blows were so severe that Steve says that his daughter could easily have died from the blows to her face.
And no one but a ex-boyfriend in rage. Listen, for those that don't know, it's nothing more fucking dangerous than a crazy ass ex-boyfriend. They'll stalk you, they make your life a living hell. Listen, a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, they have no closure. Ladies, for y'all in the chat, ladies, talk to me in the chat. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a jealous man. And ain't nothing more dangerous than a jealous man that don't have no closure. I repeat, it ain't nothing more dangerous. Is no animal, is no killing machine more dangerous than a man that a jealous, enraged man with no type of conclusion, with no type of closure. When they kill you, they want to see you hurt. When they kill you, they take all their frustrations on you. When they kill you, they take all their frustrations, love, and hate on you. They'll do you slappy. They'll do you slappy in the same way they did Kiely slappy. For y'all, it might be the first time y'all listening to a case like this of a female getting overkilled by her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, husband or ex-husband, fuck boy or ex-fuck boy. Tell me that it's your first time that you see a female, a young female, getting done like that by anyone that is not their ex-boyfriend or boyfriend. Who the fuck you talking to? You know how many content creators are stupid here in the true crime niche and the way they talk and the way they perform and what they try to make you believe in shit? You know how many content creators out here look stupid as fuck? They literally sound lost. I feel sorry for them when they live. I feel sorry for these people when they live because it's like, damn, do they see themselves? Like, do they are they like do they realize how they look and how they speak? I swear to God, I wonder sometimes. It's like if these people give a fuck about what people will think about them. Like, do these people even give a fuck about what anyone say about them? Because obviously they don't, which I don't. But at the same time, it's like, dude, if you know, you have to know that you looking stupid out here. You, because it's like, damn, anything that you saying, it doesn't make no sense. Not with the court, not with the paperwork, not with the information that we all know that is public information. Like you, they keep basing themselves in nothing, in their fantasies, in their imagination. Literally, that's what it feels like every time these people out there just going and going and going and going, and they don't make, they motherfucking going in circles. That's what the fuck they doing.
let alone the knife wounds that she sustained from this knife wielding sadistic killer. That's something I never knew before.
Oh, I know, okay, yeah, I know, Kathleen, and you see, and it bothers me though. It bothers me because it's like he already know. Steve Goncalves already know, like he know what he's doing. That's the worst part about everything. That's the worst part about everything. They not just looking evil, saying a whole bunch of stupid shit that only a satanic cult will believe, or only a satanic cult will listen to and follow. Because it's nothing good in what they doing. It's nothing good in what they doing. Now they maliciously trying to interfere with a jury pool. What makes them think that Ann Taylor is not gonna put emotion about that? What make you think that Ann Taylor, now that those details are out, what make you think that Ann Taylor is not gonna tell the judge that now those details need to stay out of court? Yeah, it sounds personal. It sounds personal, Caitlin. It sounds personal. The problem here is there is no reason for Steve Goncalves being personal with Bryan Kohberger. This is why it's a Goncalves family media spoof. They out here acting. They not doing anything from the heart. They acting though. Cause is no way, is no way that Steve Goncalves have heard the same information we have heard, and is no way that he don't have like a doubt, like, yo, I think they fuck up this case. Because what it seems like is that he know who's the killers. He knows who's the killers, and he purposely having the people focusing on the wrong guy. And I hope people out here is not that naive to be like, oh my God, how a parent gonna do shit like that? You know how many parents have killed their kids for insurance money? Kiely, Rodni. Do you know how many parents have killed their children, especially through the pandemic, just to catch a check? Do you know how many parents have killed their children, youngin, and old? How many people have killed their children for no fucking reason at all? You gonna tell me every parent love their children? Okay, so if not every parent moans the same, you confirming you confirming what I'm saying. There is some parents that love their kids, and it's some parents that don't give a fuck about their kids. It don't matter if they raise them. It don't matter if they change their diapers. It don't matter if they make their baba at night. It didn't matter whatever the fuck in life. It's parents out here that do not give a fuck about their kids. And we need to be realistic. If it sounds like a duck, walk like a duck, look like a duck, swim and fly like a duck, is a motherfucking duck, not a dog. It's a duck. Quack, quack. And it bothers me when I see people, not just here in YouTube, but everywhere and anywhere, trying to force a fake reality, an altered fake reality to people. It's like Satan is utilizing humans for humans little by little get brainwashed to not be able to recognize a lie, for humans to lose their instincts. It's something that is called instincts. You born with instincts. It's some people that have those instincts more developed than the others. And us as humans, we could tell when another human is playing the fuck out of us. It does not take too long and it's not that hard to figure it out when someone is pulling your tail. And Steve Goncalves sharing this information about Kiely, that just confirmed that he know who's the killer. He knows. He knows who did it. And it's not Bryan Kohberger. But then now you tell me this. If he know who's the killer, why the fuck he's not going for justice? How the fuck he's gonna defend a living when the death is his daughter? It's like they exchange death for life. It's like they exchange death for life. You take one of mine's, but you have to open the doors of hell for me. You have to open doors for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this Greek community is nothing but Satanism. They just hiding behind the in the same way Catholicism, Christianism, Buddhism, all religions are being used to hide evil. You just need to depict where and who is evil. Satan has infiltrated everything because everything is his here on earth. Any human is capable to do the most horrendous shit ever possible to be done to another human. Humans, man, humans are the greatest killing machine ever. What make you think that someone that loves you dearly, what makes you think that that same person is not gonna end your life? It's more chances that this happen of the hands of the vandals of the University of Idaho Put whatever name you want to put to that. Again, put whatever name you want to put to that. But if we want to generalize, if we're going to go general with it, we could say there is bigger and more chance that the students of the University of Idaho committed the crime of the Idaho Fall way before anyone else from anywhere else. Their own vandals have more chance and more opportunity and more emotional investment in the Idaho Fall than any motherfucker stranger. And as you could see, when the defense team don't want Kohberger to be called a psycho and sociopath and none of that, the court confirmed that at this day today is no mental issue application towards Bryan Kohberger. So these motherfuckers out here cannot come and be like, oh yeah, Bryan Kohberger is a psychopath. Like they didn't do nothing to him and he just went out of state, drove somewhere, and killed some people that he don't even know. You could scratch that off the table. Y'all could have scratched that off the table when Steve Goncalves said early case, when Steve Goncalves said to the news media outlets, there ain't no one and no cop is gonna tell him that this killing was a random person driving around in the car. He said this to the news media outlets way before a white Helantra and Bryan Kohberger and the same fucking narrative came out. But Steve Goncalves in the very early stages of this case said right next to his wife, ain't no one and no cop is gonna tell me that a total stranger did this to my daughter. Because I know whoever did this to my daughter, they knew her. Bryan Kohberger did not know, and don't know, did not know the victims, nor anyone related to them, nor anyone friends to them. Is no link to Bryan Kohberger. The same thing of why he was picked for, the same thing he was chosen for. He was chosen as the fall guy because he don't have no connections to the University of Idaho. And that's the same loophole that is gonna set him free. You bet that. The stupid is fuck. They got so freaked out. They got so freaked out that they went and pick and choose someone from so far away with no connections to the University of Idaho. And now they're going to try to make you believe that this man killed these people because he was a positive DNA match against him. How when he was no DNA on that sheaf? You could say it was DNA on that sheaf and it was no DNA on that sheaf. They just gotta lie their way. They just gotta lie their way to a warrant to do what they did. How the fuck they have a warrant for Bryan Kohberger to arrest him when the IGG work is not even confirmed? Oh, just what? Because you have a gut feeling? No. Because you picked and choose You pick up the litter, which it was Bryan Kohberger, after you fail to set up Brett Kopaka. You fail to arrest and set up Brett Kopaka. Then you freaked out. Oh shit. Yo, listen, we got the cell phone. We got the cell phone. We got the cell phone of this other guy. He's from Pennsylvania too. He got a white Elantra too. Bingo. Let's continue.
Documents also dropping in the case telling us that the girls, Bethany, Dylan, Maddie, and Kiely, all got together at 2:00 in the morning upstairs in Kaylee's room. They were all having sort of a girl chat, and they were contemplating going out again, leaving the house and going out back to the food truck.
You know they lying, right? You know they lying, right? You know they lying, right? They still want you to believe that everyone was back to the house at 1:45. They think we're stupid. We already did our homework. Kiely and Maddie left the grub truck by 1:58. Kiely and Maddie confirm left the grub truck by 1:58. How they're gonna be at 2:00 only 2 minutes later, only 120 seconds later, they on the second floor talking about going back to the grub truck? You stupid son of a bitch. At 2:00, they were not at the house yet. At 2:00, they would not. It's not a 2-minute ride. It's not. It's a little longer than 2 minutes. Let's say, even though if they got there in 2 minutes, what? They got there with food, eating, and went straight upstairs to talk about, oh, we're going to grab more food when the grub truck closed at 2:00, you son of a bitch. Yeah, the grub truck closed at 2:30. That's what I'm saying. How in the heck Banfield is going? How the fuck she gonna dare to lie? Lying, because that's what she's doing. Lying. Kiely and Maddie left the grub truck at 1:58 on a dotted line. Even if they got there in 2 minutes, all that scenario wouldn't happen because they would have got there to the house with motherfucking food, you fucking Banfield. They would have got to the home, to the house with food already. They just got there with food. How the fuck you even gonna think that everyone was talking about going back to the grub truck when the grub truck closed at 2:30, and Ethan and Sana left the grub truck by 2:10, you stupid son of a bitches? Confirmed by Kara, her mother. Why the fuck y'all lying? Why the fuck y'all lying? Confirmed Maddie and Kiely left the grub truck at 1:58. Confirmed. Ethan and Sana left the grub truck by 2:10. Confirmed by her mom, Kara. Identified in the footage and confirmed by her mom. Moscow PD and Brett Payne, when I talked to him about it, he did not know what to say. Especially when I told him, hey, Carol already identified Santa at the grub truck, but she's afraid to come to you because you're gonna arrest her. But she wanna ask you for Santa's Apple Pay transaction from the grub truck. Because if it wasn't Santa, it'll show that it was not Santa. And then a mother would be at peace knowing, okay, I was wrong. We was wrong. That was not my daughter. But no, what Brett Payne did, instead of confirm to a mother about a receipt that she should be allowed to know that, yeah, it's an Apple Pay receipt from Sana that locate Sana at a certain point with her boyfriend at the grub truck. Now they mention the grub truck because they fucking know. They know what they hiding in the grub truck in plain sight. And the only reason for it is because if they declare Ethan and Sana and the same grub truck footage that Kiely and Maddie was, their whole timeline is gonna go shit. Because their whole case is gonna go shit. Hiding Ethan and Sana and hiding their location and hiding their timeline, they hiding the case. Because if they confirm Ethan and Sana live in the grub truck at 210, now we're talking about a whole different conversation. Now we're talking about a whole different type of conversation. So there you go with the Goncalves family media spoof. They spoofing everyone talking all the shit that they talk about. Lying to the people about their daughter's case. Spoofing everyone. Making everyone feel sorry for them. While they playing mind games with people. What about the 8 hours of contradictions and made up lies? How in the hell we gonna have a youngin witnessing Santa and Ethan right in front of him in a pool of blood, and he's not telling the 911 operator of what he witnessing? You know why? Because they already had a narrative to present that 911 call. That 911 call, as everything else, it was fabricated. We could tell it was cops on the scene by the time the phone call was made. We could hear the police radio on the caller's phone, not the operator's phone. They're gagging, they're freaking out. Because they seen a pool of blood in their bodies and they did not tell the 911 operator of what they were witnessing. That's sound of guilt. They are guilty of something and they know it. That's why the 8 hours of nothing but damage control, that was all what it was. Allowing the school staff make a game plan with the director of the fraternities and the Greek council put a whole bunch of legal mind people, try to figure this shit out. And the only way that they could make a lie this big is knowing the truth. Why? Because while they lying, they could by mistake tell the truth of a lie while they lying. That's why in a case like this, they cannot lie about this case unless they know already who's the killers. Is the only way to create a lie away from the killers, and is knowing the killers. Because if you don't know the killers and you following the leads, you might end up locking up the people or finding evidence of people that you're trying to protect. And the only way to try to cover a crime is knowing the truth. Because knowing the truth is the only way that you could fabricate and keep the focus away from the truth. Because you know the truth. And now you build the lies around the truth to keep the people distracted and not even thinking about what you need to be thinking, because they know the truth, but they lying around it. And it's the only way that they could have a pretty good lie, and is knowing the truth. Because knowing the truth, anything they say is to keep you away from it. I think that'll do it for today. We spoke about the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case, Goncalves family media spoof, 8 hours of contradictions and made up lies. It was a pleasure for me to be here. Big shout out to the ladies. Big shout out to Amy Conway, Kay Flynn, Heather Fitzgerald, Open Mind Perspective. Big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Big shout out to Joanne. Thank you so much for coming by and spend time and having conversations about the truth. People like it. People don't. But the truth is that they lying to everyone. And y'all believe in those lies and those fake news like little children while you're a grown adult. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. Love you too, sis. I believe that you could take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. Love yourself, take care of yourself so you be able to love others and love yourself. Love others and take care of others. You can't do that if you don't love yourself or you don't take care of yourself. All right. T to the tango, G to the Django, Jrod on point, your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep. Thank you all the ladies for being here. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Kay Lynn. Open Mind Perspective. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald. Big shout out to all the ladies that came through. Very much appreciate it. We're going to go live hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day. Right now, as we speak, we uploading more content. So probably by the time I'm done here, I'm going to upload something. So my love and support. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And make sure that everyone have a beautiful, amazing day. Malivia, with your favorite song, my favorite song, You So Sexy.